guys, welcome to another Single Over 30 vlog. I'm Shanna and I'm so glad to be back this week. My husband and I had a fun week last week. We went to Banff, Alberta. And if you have never ever been to that part of Canada, I totally encourage you to stick it on your bucket list, get some friends together and go. It is absolutely breathtaking. And that's really something for me to say that because I used to live in Colorado, but it is just absolutely gorgeous. So it is a national park, and my husband and I, we rented scooters. We went scootering all around Banff. We saw mountain goats and deer and bighorn sheep. We even saw a few bears, not too up close and personal. We rented canoes, here's a picture, and went out on Lake Louise, absolutely breathtaking, and the water really is that color. And I made friends with a bunch of ground squirrels in a park and fed them some sunflower seeds. Just had a super time. So encourage you to really go to Canada if you get a chance. So that's my travel commercial, but today we're going to talk about something different than Canada. So we're going to talk about compatibility in a relationship, because there's a lot of talk out there that two people have to be compatible for a relationship to last. So we want to know what that means, right? Well, in The Meaning of Marriage, and I've quoted from this book before, Timothy Keller provides a really solid perspective about this topic. And I hope this enlightens you. Maybe you're divorced and you're looking back on a marriage, or you're single and you've never been married. So he says this, and I thought this was awesome. If you think of marriage largely in terms of erotic love, then compatibility means sexual chemistry and appeal. If you think of marriage largely as a way to move into a kind of social status in life that you desire, then compatibility is going to mean being a part of a desired social class, and perhaps maybe that you have common tastes and aspirations for a particular lifestyle. He says the problem with these factors is that they're not durable, because physical attractiveness will wane, right? No matter how hard you work to delay its departure. Yeah, I'm feeling that. And socioeconomic status, unfortunately, can change too, almost overnight. When people think they found compatibility based on these things, then they often make this really painful discovery that they have built their relationship on unstable ground. For example, a woman lets herself go, or a man loses his job, and the compatibility foundation falls apart. So when these things happen, someone's sense of relational compatibility might be crushed, because they're not going to feel this rush of love that they experienced earlier in their relationship. They're not going to be driven by strong feelings of love to do mundane acts of love. And they might even be deceived into thinking that what they're experiencing isn't really love, because they're not overcome by moving emotion. So if this happens, they fail to understand the truth about love, and here it is. And you know this, love sometimes involves strong and moving emotions, and sometimes it doesn't. We all know it, right? But we still fall for thinking that intoxicating feelings means that love is real. But the truth is that lots of times love is not something that you feel, but it's something that you do. Then when you do love, you often feel love. For example, in my relationship with my husband, I often feel loving feelings for him, but it's because he's really kind to me and he serves me well. And I hope he would say the same thing about me, but honestly, I think he outserves me. I'm working on it. I can learn a lot from him. So, and this is why affairs can be so deceitful, right? Is because there's this rush of emotion that occurs in a tantalizing, secretive situation. And people make the mistake of thinking that those intoxicating emotions for love will last. But we've got to remember that in any kind of relationship, that where your actions are, there your heart is going to be. And this can help any relationship withstand any changes in compatibility, those things that can just be that aren't durable. So here's a question for you. With these truths in mind, is it going to change how you look for a mate? And is it going to change what kind of person you are? I hope that these truths encourage you and that they will help equip you, and I'll see you next week.